Jules lives in a family of stones, the sparkliest there are, but she is not so polished. She wants to be a normal teen, and this leaves her mom astonished.
Jules Stone. Where are you? We are supposed to be leaving.
Here I am, Mother.
What are you wearing, child? Why do you insist on dressing like some common street ruffian?
This is a normal style of the times, Mother. I just want to be comfortable.
No, to be comfortable is to accept mediocrity. You must always be exceptional. You may be a bit uncomfortable, but that is how you stay ahead in life. So, go make yourself presentable. You will not accompany me looking like that.
Fine, Mother. I'll go change.
Good, trust me, dear, you'll be better for it. Hurry now, or we'll be late.
Mother knows nothing about life. There's nothing wrong with being normal. I think it would be better if we were normal. Okay, this is my first time out in weeks, so if I have to change to get a bit of freedom, I will. Is this acceptable, Mother?
Yes, you look quite nice. Quite nice indeed. This is how I expect you to dress when we head into town from now on. You are a stone, that's basically a royal title. You should try to look the part.
Yes, Mother.
All right, off we go then.
Mother, I'd like to go walk around the city while you're in your meeting. Can I? Please, Mother.
I've told you multiple times, Jules, the city is far too dangerous for a woman of extraordinary wealth to explore on her own. You're better off with me for now.
But Mother, how will I meet new people if I'm attached at your hip? How will I ever find love?
Love? Oh child, you must be joking. You've only just turned 16, you have no need for love. Anyway, you'll be introduced to high society soon. You will meet a bunch of rich businessmen's sons. You will have your opportunity to date from the best pool of people. Under a watchful eye, of course. Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
Mother, I don't want to meet boring rich guys in a hamster cage. I want to meet real people. Out there.
Why? Out there is gross. No. You will date good guys. That I choose. Mother knows best.
Mother.
Enough, child, no more of this talk. You're giving your poor mother a headache. Come now, Jules, there's much to do.
Yes, Mother.
Now the Lorman family was not the same. They live a life that is much more tame. They believe books are the best company. That's the motto of the Lorman Library.
Good morning, son.
Good morning, Father. Did you rest well?
I did indeed. Your mother and I were able to finish a delightful little novel last night. It was about a faraway land.
A faraway land. That sounds amazing. I was actually thinking, Father, maybe we can take a vacation soon. I would like to see new places.
A vacation? Why would you want to leave all of this behind? Plus, all the faraway places you could ever want to see can be found in the pages of a book.
I don't think that's the same thing, Father.
Raymond dear. The poor boy just wants to explore a little. Maybe we can give him something to keep him busy.
I don't know, Laurie.
I have just the thing. This is my favorite bird book, son. Take this and go on a nice walk. Let me know if you find anything interesting.
Thank you, Mother. This looks great.
Go ahead and go before your father changes his mind.
Yes, ma'am. Bye. Love you. See you later, Father.
A little freedom will be good for him, Ray.
I hope you're right.
They say you can find the water at a stalk out here. Oh wow. That's amazing. Mom was right. I wonder if there are any interesting birds in Lyric Park. I'm going to go check it out.
That sounds wonderful, Florence. I'm sure the rest of the board will be pleased.
I'm so happy to hear that, Diamond.
Mom, can I please go outside and get some fresh air?
Okay, Jules, but do not go beyond this block.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you so very much.
She seemed very excited.
She's been itching to explore lately. I admit, I keep her on a short leash, but it's just because I want her to be safe. As a mother, I'm sure you know how that is.
Of course, my little Rodney is the same way.
Children are really something.
Definitely.
So anyway, what do you think about the menu for the debutante ball?
Ah yes, I had some notes on the cheeses.
This is amazing. Ducks in the pond, a man selling ice cream, even a family having a picnic. Is this what normal life is like?
Wow, what an interesting creature.
Ow.
Oh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bump into you.
I think I'm alright, but you know, it would probably be safer not to read while you walk. What could be so interesting that you put your life on the line?
Oh, it was a book on birds. My parents suggested that I satisfy my thirst for exploration by taking a stroll, and try to catch a glimpse of one of these fascinating creatures in nature.
Ah, I see.
Yes, they had me completely occupied, but I seem to have found something even more interesting to look at now.
Really? I would like to see the interesting thing too. What's so funny?
I apologize for laughing. It's just that the interesting thing I've found is you. Yes, I've never seen a person like you in one of these books.
Oh, well, my life is too boring to be a novel.
I'm sure you're more interesting than you believe.
I don't know. Sorry, I have to leave.
Wait, can I at least know your name?
My name is Jules.
And I'm Roman.
Coming, Mother. Goodbye, Roman. It was nice to meet you. I hope you see a lot of birds.
Bye, Jules.
Jules, the girl Roman just met, has become the girl he'll never forget.
Where is he?
Hey Roman.
Hey Marcelo, it's good to see you.
What's happening, man? You sounded pretty frantic over the phone.
I wanted to ask, do you believe in love at first sight?
Love? Why are you asking about that?
I met a girl.
Oh yeah. What's her name?
Her name is Jules.
Jules? What's her last name?
I don't know actually, but I do know that she has very long white hair.
White hair? Roman. I think you are talking about Jules Stone.
Stone? Like the rich debutantes.
Exactly. I can't believe you met her out in the city. I heard that her mother never lets her out.
Now that you mention it, her mother was honking and calling for her to come to the car.
It sounds like it really was her. That's pretty wild.
How am I going to see her again if her mother doesn't let her out?
Personally, I think you should forget about her. It's not worth the headache. Her mother is against even the thought of commoners. Jules will probably end up married to someone like Ellison Riches.
Ellison Riches. That guy's terrible.
He is, but he's rich, and Mrs. Stone likes that. You're a great guy, Roman, but you will never win against the rich guy if she's the judge. Hey now, buddy, cheer up. There are plenty of fish in the sea.
I guess you're right.
Of course I am. Oh, I have to go. See you later, Roman.
Yeah, see you later. Maybe he's right. Rich people marry rich people. But she didn't seem like the type to care about that. I think she's different. I'm going to see her again. I want to get to know her.
Son, you're back. How was your walk? Did you find anything interesting?
I did, Mom. I found one of the most interesting things I've ever seen.
Really? That's amazing. What did you find?
I found a girl, Mom. She was very beautiful and she seemed nice. I've never seen a person like her in our books.
Oh my, a girl? What was her name, son?
Her name is Jules. Marcelo says that she is probably Jules Stone, daughter of the rich debutante Miss Stone. He says Miss Stone doesn't approve of poor guys, but I'll win her over.
Mrs. Stone? Roman, I'm afraid Mrs. Stone isn't the only one who wouldn't approve.
What do you mean, Mom?
There's bad blood between the Stones and the Lormans. Nobody knows why, but your father is a traditionalist. He tries to keep up anything his ancestors did. Unfortunately, that includes feuds. He would not be happy if he knew about this interest you have.
But Mom, isn't that a bit silly? I mean, how could he hate someone based on a feud that he himself knows nothing about?
I don't know, son, but for the sake of peace, please find a different girl to be interested in. There are plenty to choose from in the city. Please don't cause your father any headaches.
All right, Mom, for the sake of peace. I'll try to put her out of my mind.
Thank you, son. I love you.
I love you too, Mom. I'm going to go back out and get a bit more fresh air before dinner.
That's fine. Just be safe.
I will. See you at dinner.
My poor child.
I guess I really do have to forget about her now. Is there really another fish in the sea for me? What's this? An invitation to the debutante ball? Wow, and that's her right on the front of the invitation? I guess she really is Jules Stone. But why would this be laying here on the ground? I don't see anyone out here that could have dropped it. How peculiar. Maybe I should keep it. If it's just laying here, it must be for me. I guess I'm going to my first ball. I'd better tell Marcelo.
Roman, I didn't know you were stopping by. What's up?
I found something I need to show you.
What is it?
Here, take a look.
Roman, how did you get this? An invite to that event is very exclusive. I'm sure they didn't just drop one in your mailbox.
I found it just laying on the street. That must mean something, right?
Yeah, it means some sorry sap lost his ticket and you picked it up. You know, the owner of that ticket would probably pay you a tidy sum to get it back. You should try to find them and return it.
Well, actually, I was thinking of keeping it and going to the event. It's a once-in-a-lifetime party for me, and I'll get to see Jules again.
Roman, that's insane. You can't just sneak into a party like this. What if you get caught?
It's a masquerade, Marcelo. They'll never know.
This is a bad idea. You're going into the lion's den alone.
Well, actually, the invitation allows a +1.
Nope, no way.
Come on, Sal. I need you. I just want to see Jules again.
Ugh, fine.
Yes, thank you, Sal.
Yeah, sure. I can't let you go alone. I'll watch your back, but you owe me one. Now Roman wants to crash the party without his parents' knowledge. He'll recruit his best friend Sal to concoct a plan that's solid.
It's almost time for dinner. What am I going to tell them? I've got it. I'll tell them I'm going to be with Marcello that night. That way I won't have to lie. Alright, here goes.
Son, there you are. I thought you were going to be late for dinner.
My apologies, Father. I swung by the market to see Marcello.
Ah, I see. How is Marcello?
Better than ever. The shop had tons of customers when I left.
That's great. Come and sit. Your mother is bringing dinner out soon.
Here is your dinner. Eat well.
Thank you, Mom. It looks great.
It does. I will eat well, thank you. Be sure to have your fill. That was quite satisfying. Your kitchen knowledge is beyond anyone I've met, Laurie.
I'm glad you liked it. What about you, Roman? How did you like the meal?
It was delicious, Mom. I'm stuffed.
That is great news. I've made enough for us to have tomorrow night as well.
Actually, Mom, I have plans to spend the night over at Marcello's home tomorrow. He's working on a special invention and he needs my help with the heavy lifting. I planned to tell you as soon as I got home, but the dinner was so delightful that I got distracted.
Oh, well, that's fine then. Just take some dinner with you when you leave, and tell Marcello I said hello.
Of course, Mom. May I be excused? I have some research to do before tomorrow.
That's fine, Roman. Go ahead.
Thank you, Father. I'll be in the stacks if you need me.
All right. Don't stay up too late.
I won't.
Meanwhile, on the richer side of town, Jules prepares for the ball with dread. She relies on her dear cousin to help her clear her head.
Why does Mother have to throw this elaborate party? What does it even mean to be introduced to high society? I don't want to be paraded around in front of rich businessmen's sons. I have no interest in them. I wish I could go back to the park and talk to that guy. He seemed very interesting. He apparently likes to read. And he dresses like a scholar. He probably knows a lot. He'd probably be fun to talk to. And I'll probably never see him again. I wish I wasn't stuck here. Come in.
Good evening, cousin. How is everything?
Oh, Tiberius, it's you. Everything is going okay, I suppose? Well, I am a bit apprehensive about this ball. Mother says I'll be introduced to high society and a handful of rich guys who will be my suitors, and that is just a lot more pressure than I thought it would be.
I understand. I had my high society introduction not too long ago. It is a bit daunting at first, but you'll be okay.
I suppose.
It seems like there's something else on your mind, Jules. What is it?
It's nothing.
Now I know that it is definitely something. What is it?
Okay, I'll tell you, but don't tell Mother. She would never approve.
What have you done this time, you little rebel?
I met a really interesting guy. When I was out with Mother today, he was reading a book in the park. We bumped into one another on the path and we had a quick chat.
I see, so you had a chat with a guy in the path. What's the problem?
Well, it was Lyric Park, and he seemed to be, well, poor.
Jules. Why were you walking through Lyric Park alone? Anything could have happened to you, and you said this commoner bumped into you? Are you sure that wasn't an elaborate pickpocketing ploy? You made sure you had all your valuables afterwards, right?
Calm down, Ty. He didn't rob me. We just had a chat about birds. I don't even think he knew who I was.
These commoners are pretty crafty. They make you think that they have no idea, but money has a scent, and they're like sharks. I just don't want you to get hurt.
I just don't think he's like that. I mean, if you lost all of your money today, do you think you'd suddenly become a bad person?
I would like to think I wouldn't.
Right. So why do we have to think that all other poor people are bad?
Just be careful, Jules.
I will. It's not like I'm ever going to see him again.
I'm sorry, Jules, but maybe it's for the best. Let's just focus on the ball, alright? Let's make it fun.
Okay, you're right. Let's make it fun.
The day of the ball is here, so Roman is late. They'll disguise themselves and pretend that they're blood related.
Today's the day. I can't wait to hear Sel's plan to get in. I hope he has a really good one. What am I worried about? Sel always has a good plan. I'd better hurry and get to his house.
Hey Roman, come on in.
Thanks again for helping me with this, Sel. You're a great friend.
I know. Now let's get down to the plan.
Alright, what are we doing?
I don't think the Stones know everyone they invited. I was talking to the music mixer on the far side of town, and he said that a few mid-level merchants were invited. So here's the plan. I'll play the role of mid-level merchant, because I know a bit about merchant life, and you'll be my son.
Your son? Do you think we can pull that off?
I'm sure we can. With the help of those disguises over there.
Where did you get such fancy suits?
I told you, I know a bit about merchant life. I made a good trade.
They're perfect.
Of course they are. Go try yours on. We only have a couple hours until we need to go.
Alright. I think it works. Sel, what in the world is that on your face?
Don't mock your father, boy. I ought to teach you a lesson.
The voice is even crazier than the mustache. How are you doing that?
It's my hidden talent. Good thing too, I couldn't talk business with adults while sounding like a teen. They'd clock me immediately.
That's true. I'm just amazed. How long can you keep that up?
I can do this all night. Don't worry about me. You need to focus on playing the part of merchant's son. Can you handle that?
Yes, father, I think I can.
Glad to hear it, son. Let's go or we'll be late.
Yes, of course. How did you pull this off, Sel? This is amazing.
My cousin bought this limo after 12 years of saving. We made a trade.
Wow, merchant life is amazing.
It has its benefits. Now focus, you have to get into character. You should not be surprised by limos, rich people, or fancy parties. You've read books about this type of thing. Act like you've been here before.
Of course. I think I'm ready.
Good, because we're here.
Well, that was quick.
Don't worry, son, you will do fine. Let's go in and have ourselves a good time. This is a once-in-a-lifetime party after all.
You're right. Let's go. Wow, this is a nice place.
Excuse me, young man, I need to see your invitation.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Well, now you do. Invitation, please.
Here you are, doorkeeper. I hold the invitation for my son and me.
All right, this is fine. You may join the festivities.
Much obliged. Here's a tip for you, good sir.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
That may be the type of man Mrs. Stone is looking for. I'll keep an eye on him.
This place is beautiful, and I can't believe how many people are here. What should we do now?
We have to mingle so we don't look suspicious. The girls and their escorts should be coming out soon. They'll do a dance, and then they should be able to mingle too. You need to get Jules' attention after her dance, so that you two can talk.
Right, got it. Thanks, Father.
I hope it works out, Roman. I'll be over with the businessmen doing my best to keep our cover. You try to make friends with the sons. Remember your cover. You can use my last name since it's more common.
Alright then. See you later. Okay. Let's do this. Hello guys.
Oh man, that's... Hello.
Ellis on Riches. I've heard a lot about you.
I'm sure you have. Do I know you?
Oh no, my father and I are pretty new to this place. He's over there talking to your fathers.
I see. So are you escorting a girl today?
Unfortunately no. We don't have these balls where I'm from, so I had no idea about the escorting.
Oh really? Well, I'm escorting the richest, most beautiful girl. She'll be my future wife. I'm escorting Jules Stone.
Jules.
Yup, Jules. I will be walking her down soon. I'll introduce you to. Actually, I have to go now. Bye dude. Come on guys.
Oh okay, bye.
Hello everyone, welcome to the 123rd Annual Debutante Masquerade. I'm honored to be hosting this year. It is very special, because my own daughter, Jules, is leading the group. Join me as we celebrate our daughter's brand new life. Here they are now. Beautiful, just beautiful. Now these ladies and their escorts will perform their dance. They've prepared months and months for this, so please give them your full attention.
I have to admit, it's pretty impressive that they learned this dance in a few months.
Yeah, it is. Just look at her. She's so graceful, like a swan.
You've been reading too much about birds, Roman. But, I do agree that she is graceful. Looks like the dance is almost over. Be ready to get out there.
Right, here I go.
That was pretty good, Jules, but next time you should take smaller steps so it doesn't look like you're running away from your dance partner.
Thank you for your advice, Ellison. What would I ever do without you?
I know, right? You'd be pretty lost. I'll teach you everything you need to know, just stick with me. Come on, there are lots of people I need to introduce you to.
In a minute, Ellison. First I'm going to go get some punch.
You want punch? As your future husband, I'll go get you what your heart desires.
My future wa?
I will be right back.
Did he just say future husband? Yuck. I need to escape right now.
Jules. I know that. Look, Jules, are you planning to run away?
Ellison just referred to himself as my future husband, so yeah, I was thinking of running away.
Why don't you just accept it, Jules? I mean, he's rich and educated. Plus, your mum approves.
I absolutely refuse.
Fine. There's always other options. How about that guy over there? I've never seen him before.
Roman.
Well, that was quick. I'm good at this. I guess I'll leave these two to get acquainted.
You're Roman, right?
So you remember me?
Of course. Did you see a lot of birds?
I did, but still nothing as interesting as you.
I bet you say that to all the girls you bump into at the park.
Nope, just you.
But, how did you get in here? This party isn't usually open to scholars.
Can we talk somewhere more private? I'll explain there.
I know the perfect place. Follow me.
I didn't know this place was out here.
It's where I come to run away from my mother. I love her, but she's a smotherer.
I noticed.
But enough about me, you said you'd explain how you got here.
Oh, that. Well,
Meanwhile, back at the ball.
Tiberius, come here please.
Yes, Aunt Diamond?
Have you seen your cousin?
Not since the dance.
Geez, this child. Could you please go find her and bring her back to the party?
Of course.
Bless you, child. Please do it quickly. I don't want the guests to notice her absence.
Jules. Jules. Jules.
Tiberius.
Who is this? Is this the commoner?
His name is Roman, not commoner, and he's my friend, so be nice.
hello.
Tiberius finds his cousin with the commoner, and he doesn't know what to do. If he takes down Roman, he'll doom Jules too.
Jules. Your mother is looking for you at the party. She would flip if she knew you were out here with a... What even are you?
What am I? What do you mean by that?
You understand my question very well. What do you do? And why are you sniffing around my cousin? Are you looking for a payday or something? You won't get any money from us.
Ty. I told you to be nice to him. You have no idea who he is. He's not here for money. He actually could have gotten a lot of money for his invitation, but he came to see me instead.
Oh sure, is that what he told you? You're just too naive to understand real life, Jules. And this scammer, he's taking advantage of you.
Whoa man, I am not a scammer.
I'm sure your family makes a living off of defrauding young, naive girls.
You have no idea what we do. We are simple and hard-working librarians. We make enough to sustain us, and we would never defraud anyone. And stop calling Jules naive. She's more wise than anyone who thinks that he's a better person just because he has more money.
Let's go, Jules. Your mother is still looking for you. You're going to ruin the party if you aren't there.
Fine. I'm coming. Come on, Roman. We should head back in.
No. He needs to head home. He's done enough damage for today. Go back to your library and leave us alone. If I see you back on the property again, I won't be nice.
Right. Because you were so sweet this time.
You have a lot to say, don't you? Maybe I should just deal with you now and save myself the headache.
Stop it. This is stupid. Just go in, Ty. I'll be there in a few minutes.
Yeah, alright. You've got 2 minutes.
What a pleasant fellow.
I'm sorry, Roman. He isn't usually like that. I don't know why he's so against you. I'll talk to him. I'm sure he'll come around. Look, I should go, and for the sake of peace, you should probably go home. Meet me here tomorrow at noon. I'll sneak away from my activities and we can continue our conversation.
Alright, I'll see you at noon.
The front exit is that way. See you tomorrow.
I'd better tell Sel to get out of there. Alright. I guess I'll go wait up front.
Yes, we have dozens in stock now. I have my nephew sell them at the downtown market. They are the best quality. Ah, it seems I'm being called away on other business. I'll leave you with the address of my nephew's market stand. Good night. I hope you decide to shop with us. Mention me at the stand to get a better deal. My name's Marquis Price.
I'll stop by tomorrow.
Amazing! Good health to you, sir.
There you are. What took you so long?
I was sealing the deal. The stand is going to be very busy tomorrow. What about you? How'd it go?
I'll tell you in the limo.
Alright, let's go. So? Don't keep me in suspense. How'd it go?
Everything with Jules was amazing. She's sweet, funny and smart. I told her about my work and the things I study, and as I suspected, she doesn't care about my societal status. She's perfect.
That's great. But why did you leave the party early?
Other members of the Stone family aren't so great.
Other members? What do you mean?
I met Jules' cousin. We immediately got off on the wrong foot and he told me to leave.
What? You ran into her cousin and he just let you leave? You're a lucky guy, Roman. That could have ended way worse.
I guess you're right. I think he just didn't want to cause a scene and ruin the ball.
So what now? You just forget about Jules and move on? It's not like you can go back now.
Oh, I'm going back? I'm meeting Jules at the old campgrounds tomorrow at noon. She asked me to.
You're going there alone?
Yeah, I'll be fine. There's a path behind the library I can take.
If you're sure. Just be safe, okay?
I will. Man, I'm wiped.
It's been a long night. Let's try to get some rest. Tomorrow is a big day.
Alright, I'll go change. Good night, Sal. Thank you for helping me out today. You're an amazing friend.
Hey man, you do the same thing for me. I'm glad you got to have your moment. You deserved it. Get some rest, alright?
Alright, you too.
Meanwhile at the Stone residence.
It was a lovely ball, Diamond. You really outdid yourself. My darling, Ophelia didn't stop smiling the entire time.
I am so glad to hear that, Peter. Tell Ophelia I said congratulations.
Of course. Please give the same to Jules.
Of course. Have a good night.
You too.
Where is that child? How did she slip past me again? I'd better go check on her. It has been a long day.
I'm glad that's over. If I never see Ellison again, it'll be too soon. But seeing Roman at noon isn't soon enough. I can't wait for tomorrow. Come in.
You're already ready for bed? I guess it has been a long day.
Yes, ma'am. I didn't know dancing could take this much out of you.
Well, of course it will, if you couple it with whatever else you were doing when you suspiciously ran off halfway through.
I just went to get air, mother. Dealing with Ellison Riches is a lot, and I needed a bit of space.
I see. Speaking of Ellison, I actually set up a lunch with him and his father tomorrow. We'll go at noon.
Noon. This is so sudden.
It's not like you have anything else to do. I checked your schedule. You're free at noon. Trust your mother, dear. It'll be great. I'll see you in the morning, darling. Good night.
Wait. Oh no, I'm going to miss my date with Roman. And to make matters worse, I have to spend lunchtime with Ellison. Just the thought alone is enough to make me want to cry. Come in. Oh, it's you. What do you want, Tiberius?
I came to check on you, Jules.
I don't need to be checked on, thanks. If you'll excuse me, I have things to do.
What things do you have to do in the middle of the night?
Don't worry about it.
Come on, Jules. We don't do this sort of thing. We don't keep secrets and we don't fight over little things like this.
That was before I found out that you don't think I'm smart enough to make my own choices.
That's not what I said at all. I just think that manipulative people have a way of tricking even the smartest of us.
He's not tricking anyone, and I'm going to meet him no matter what you think. Please move so I can tend to my business.
You're not going into the woods this late, Jules. Whatever you're doing can wait.
No, he's going to be out there tomorrow at noon, because he cares about me, and I need to leave him this note, so he doesn't think I stood him up. I won't be able to do it in the morning with Mother, watching me.
Look, I'll give him the note.
You'll do what?
If he's out there at noon, I'll give him the note. I don't think he's gonna come back after tonight, but I promise that if he does, I'll give him the note.
You promise? If you promise you can't take it back.
I promise. I'm not here to hurt you, Jules. If this guy cares like you say, I'll be happy for you. I don't want people to be bad, it's just been my experience that they are.
You'll change your mind, Ty, you'll see. Here's the note.
Alright, got it. Now go to sleep. I saw your schedule for tomorrow, you'll need the rest.
Okay. Ty.
Yes, Jules.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I love you, Jules.
I love you too.
Jules will have to trust in her cousin Ty, but will his past trauma make him lie?
Why is this child never down here when I tell her to be? Jules. We need to be leaving soon. Let's go.
Here I am, Mother. I'm ready to go. I just wanted to make sure I was wearing something appropriate. Is this acceptable?
You're a vision in pink. This is absolutely appropriate for the day. Chad will definitely want to make you his daughter-in-law now.
Daughter-in-law. Maybe I should go change.
Don't make silly, childish jokes, Jules. Let's get going. Punctuality is key.
I'll be right out. I have to talk to Tiberius about something first.
All right, but don't take any more than 5 minutes, or I will come back to get you.
Of course, it will only take a second.
I'll be in the car then.
I really hope Ty will keep his promise. I don't want Roman to think I stood him up.
I told you I would, Jules. As long as you have known me, have I ever lied to you?
I didn't see you there.
I was just waiting for your mother to leave. Look, don't worry about the note. I have it right here. I'll head out a bit before 12 and wait for him. And if he comes, I'll give him the note. Just focus on getting through your lunch with Ellison.
Ellison. This is gonna be a long day.
Good luck. I'll see you later.
See you later.
Jules. That is not a very appealing facial expression. Please refrain from making it when we get to lunch.
Sorry. It's just, I really don't want to go to lunch with Ellison. I mean, have you ever had a conversation with the guy? He's so...
Stop it. The Riches family are fine members of society. You're only unsure about Ellison because you think there's someone better out in the real world. And I cannot stress enough how wrong you are. There is absolutely nothing out there for you. I've searched for the best people, and you will pick from the best people. You will be pleasant and agreeable today. Do you hear me?
Yes, Mother.
Good, because we're here. Remember to smile and we'll head in.
Hello, Diamond. It's good to see you.
Of course, Chad. I appreciate this invitation to lunch. We both do.
Of course. Well, I've reserved 2 good tables. You and I can take the round one in the back, and the children can take this one.
Sounds great. Come along, Jules.
Here we go.
It's good to see you, Jules. I guess you miss me, huh? I don't blame you.
Oh yes, I just couldn't wait to see you again, Ellison.
I suspected as much. I'll tell you what. You get whatever you want for lunch, on me, and then we can really get to know each other.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Waiter. We're ready. So, you decided to wear the pretty pink suit. It's very nice. Is that from the boutique on Main Street?
It is. Rosalie is a friend of the family. She makes most of my clothes.
Ah yes, Rosalie, you know. She was on the list of choices for me, but you, Jules, you are much prettier and much richer. As you know, the combination of our families would be nothing short of a power merger. We will run this state.
A merger?
Yes, the best the world has ever seen. What do you think about it?
I think I need some air.
Oh? Do you want me to come with you?
Oh gosh, no. I mean, please stay here and wait for our meal. I'll be back soon.
Okay, I'll make sure your meal is here when you get back. Waiter.
This is even more icky than I thought it would be. I wonder how it's going between Ty and Roman. I hope Ty is being nice. I guess I'll just have to have faith. Ty is reasonable. Everything will be fine.
Meanwhile at the old campgrounds.
Well, it's noon. It's strange to be sitting here waiting on a guy I just threatened yesterday.
Then why are you here? Where is Jules?
So you actually showed up? I'll be honest. I didn't expect this after what happened last night.
I showed up because Jules asked me to. Why are you here instead of her?
Look, I don't like this either, but Jules insisted on me giving you this note. It explains everything. Here.
Alright. Thank you. Oh, poor Jules. Dinner with Ellison sounds exhausting. Alright, well, I guess we're done here. Thanks for the note.
Hold on a second.
What is it?
I still don't know what it is that you want, but I'm giving you a chance to bow out gracefully now if you're hanging around for cash. What I have here is a check. It's a pretty big one. You can take this, go off with your family, and I'll just tell Jules you never made it here today. It'll be a clean break. No strings attached.
I'll just take the note, thanks.
Aren't you even curious how much the check is written out for?
You really don't get it, huh? It would be funny if it wasn't so sad. As far as money goes, I have everything that I need to live on. I want to hang around Jules because I'm a guy who found a girl that was pretty and interesting. Have you ever had that tie? You should try it, then maybe you'd understand. Until then, I don't think any amount of explanation would help. Well, I have library business to attend to, so I'll get going. See ya. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought this book for Jules. I know it's not much, but it's what we have at my house, and I'd like to share it with her. Please make sure she gets it.
Sure, I'll give it to her.
Cool, thanks. Bye then.
Bye.
Hours later, at the Stone residence.
I'm so glad to be home. Lunch with Ellison was, let's just say, taxing.
I'd bet. He's a really special guy.
Is he ever? Speaking of special guys, how'd it go with Roman? Did you give him my note?
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Oh, great. You're the best cousin a girl could ask for.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean?
Well, to be completely honest, Jules, I did give him the note, but I also tried to offer him something else.
Something else? What do you mean?
I offered him money. I offered him money to run off and leave you alone.
You did what?
I'm sorry, Jules, I didn't exactly trust the guy. I thought I could test him, and if he ran off with the cash then good riddance. The guy didn't even look at the check. He wanted nothing to do with it. I think he genuinely likes you, and I'm sorry I tried to ruin it. I'm embarrassed, he even brought something for you. Here, I told him I'd give it to you.
A book. That's just like a librarian.
He said. It isn't much, but it's what we have at my house, and I wanted to share it with her. It was like a punch in the gut. He kept telling me he didn't want our money, that he had everything he needed to live. I didn't understand, but his books are like his wealth, and he is just freely giving it away to the one who interests him. I never thought about life like that.
Well, it's not too late to start.
I guess it isn't.
Ty stops by the market to visit, and to gather a Roman character witness.
This is it. This is the address on the card. I guess I'd better hit the bell.
Thank you for stopping by. How can I help? Tiberius Stone.
Yes, hello. Are you Marcello Price?
That's me. How can I help you?
Wow, I can't believe we fell for the mustache and mask. You look the exact same. The voice was impressive though.
I have no idea what you mean, sir. Are you referring to my uncle Marquis? I know he was able to drum up some business at the ball. You must have met him.
It's okay, Roman told Jules all about you and how you pretended to be his father. You're a good friend, and that's actually why I'm here. See, I have talked to Roman twice now. Our introduction was pretty bad, but the last time we talked he really made me think. He's interesting, so I thought I'd look into him.
Well, what exactly did you want to know?
Tell me honestly, Marcello. Did Roman really not know who Jules was before bumping into her that day at the park?
He had no idea. To be frank, your family doesn't really come up in conversation at the library. You know what I mean? Not to mention, Roman doesn't really get out into the city much except to visit me. And I don't really talk about you guys at all. Well, I didn't. Until he bumped into her at the park.
I see, so he's pretty sheltered then?
You could say that. You know. If you want to understand these things better, you could always just talk to Roman directly. The guy is an open book.
Do you think you could point me in the direction of the library?
Sure. It's left on Castleway Court. It's a giant red building that says library. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
It's been a slow day. Maybe I'll close up and take my lunch. I guess not. I'd better go see to this customer. Hello, welcome to the Lawman Library. Let me know if you need anything.
Roman, just the guy I was looking for.
Tiberius, what are you doing here?
Well, I stopped by to see your buddy, Marcello. I wanted to ask him some questions about you, but he told me that I should ask you directly, so I came to see you.
Oh, I see. Well, I was actually just about to take a lunch.
That's perfect. We can talk over a meal. My treat.
Alright, let me lock up. I'll meet you up front. Alright, where to?
My friend Gonzalo's family owns a restaurant around the corner. We can eat there.
Oh, alright. That sounds good.
You'll like it. Gonzalo makes a beautiful chocolate lava cake.
Chocolate. Sounds delicious.
Come on, let's go.
I've walked by this restaurant a million times. It's much more grand on the inside.
Yeah, Gonzalo's mother took on the task of decorating it personally. She is a great eye. That chandelier is real blue crystal.
Whoa, crystal on the ceiling. Rich people are really something.
Come on, our table is over here.
Alright. So, what did you want to talk about, Tiberius?
I'll be honest with you, Roman. Our last conversation has left me a bit shaken.
Oh really? Why?
It made me think. I'd been living life in a very complicated way, with a whole bunch of rules and restrictions. You seem to have life pretty figured out. What's your secret?
You think I have life figured out? That's funny. I think that the first step to figuring out life is acknowledging that we will never fully figure it out. Even if we feel like we've completely mastered a subject. There's always more to learn. You know what I mean?
I guess that makes sense.
That's especially true about people. You have to learn about each person individually before judging them or you'll miss out.
Right. Let me ask you a question then.
Hey Ty, I didn't know you were stopping in. And? With a new friend?
Hey Gon, I needed a place to eat and chat. Plus, I was craving lava cake. This is Roman, you probably saw him at the ball.
Oh yeah, I remember. Your father is that merchant, right? My father was very pleased with the cutlery he bought from the market stand. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. This is a beautiful restaurant.
Thank you. What can I get you guys?
What do you recommend?
I have never been asked that. My uncle makes an absolutely delightful spinach ravioli.
Great, I'll have that.
Awesome. What about you, Ty? The usual?
I'll try the ravioli too.
I'll get those right out. Unc will be ecstatic.
Thanks, Gon. So, what I wanted to ask was, what was it about Jules? Why did you crash the ball to see her again? She's my cousin, so I know why she is great. But, you just met her the day before. What could you have gathered in that short time that made you feel so strongly about her?
The truth is, I had bumped into about 6 people that day. 5 of them got angry, but not Jules. She seemed genuinely interested in what I was up to, which is rare around here. She also looked so happy to just be at the park. I've never seen anyone enjoy their surroundings like that. She looked free. Here I was looking for a getaway, and she's just soaking up everything around her. She changed my perspective. Things look new again because of her. When someone shakes up your worldview like that, you can't just let them slip away. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Thanks for explaining. You really made me think again.
Happy to help.
Here's your food. Please enjoy.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thanks, Gon.
This looks great.
Go ahead and try it.
This is one of the most delicious things I've ever had. I can't wait to tell Marcelo about this.
Tiberius and Jules are heading to class. They'll realize that writing stories is a blast.
It's finally Friday. I can't wait to get to the library. Roman says it's beautiful. You've seen it, Ty. What do you think?
It's very nice. It's got loads of books. When he said they owned a library, I thought he meant a small one, but it's not small at all. You'll see when we get there. We're close.
Is that it? Wow.
That's what I said. Let me park and we can go in.
There has to be millions of books here.
That's probably an accurate guess, and you will be able to look through them after class. I told Aunt Diamond that classes are 3 hours, so you could have a bit of time for reading. Or chatting.
Thank you, Ty.
Don't mention it. Come on, let's get to class.
Thank you all for coming. We'll get started soon. We're just waiting on a few more people.
I'm here.
Hey Sel, glad you could make it.
Of course, I cleared my schedule for this. I also found 2 more participants outside.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I didn't know where the meeting room was.
Tiberius.
The class sounded interesting. I brought someone with me. I hope you don't mind.
Of course not. The more the merrier.
I'm glad to hear that. Nice library you got here.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm excited to learn about creative writing.
Great, because it's exactly the time to learn about it. Take a seat anywhere and we'll begin. Welcome to creative writing, everyone. Hopefully everyone leaves here inspired to write something. A book, a poem, even a play. All of these fall under creative writing. To start off this class, I thought we'd read a piece. This is a poem by Anonymous. It's called Dove. In the park, you're a hummingbird. When you dance, you're a swan. To your mom, you're a cuckoo bird. But in my heart, you're a dove.
That was beautiful.
I'm sure the writer would be happy to hear you say that. This poem is short, but it paints a picture of someone beautiful. Let's all think about someone and write them a short poem. There should be some paper in front of you on the table. We can share them after if we have time. Alright class, that's all the time we have for today. I have left some novels up front for you to take and read. I'd like you to use them to come up with your own story concept. Feel free to leave your poems here, or if you're shy, you can take them with you. Thank you for coming. I'll see you guys next week.
That was pretty fun, man. I'll definitely be back next week. I have to go open the stand back up. See you later.
See you soon. I'll stop by and see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you then.
It was indeed fun. Do you guys have any poetry books out there?
Oh, definitely. There are tons on the second floor. Just go up the stairs and turn right.
Cool, I'll be up there if you need me.
Sounds good.
Jules, I'll be back to get you in an hour so we can go.
Alright, see you in an hour. Well, I guess it's just us now.
I suppose so.
Do you give tours?
I give the best tours.
Oh, really?
Come on, I'll show you.
Coming.
Here are our non-fiction books. This one about Toby Stork is pretty good. He's a famous scientist that skateboards in his free time. People think it's fiction, but it's not.
Sounds thrilling.
Oh, definitely. This is our fantasy section. My mom personally organizes this section. She loves it.
I can see why. The covers are beautiful.
I'll show you something cool. There it is. Take a look.
You wrote this.
I did. I just got a few copies printed for the library, but it's still pretty cool to me.
It's very cool. Can I check this out?
I don't see why not, but you have to give me an honest review when you're done.
I will.
Cool. Let's finish the rest of the tour. Up here we have the poetry section to the left, and the children's section to the right. And these are our study booths. We just bought brand new comfy chairs.
They are very comfy.
Right? There's one more place I want to show you, a place nobody else but the librarians know about.
Awesome. Let's go. What is this place?
This is the Lorman family personal library. It's where we keep all of our personal books. Some of the oldest books in the library are in here.
Oh, I see.
It's also where we write. I sat right over there when I wrote that bird poem for you.
You wrote that. For me.
I did. I was really glad to see that you liked it. I brought you here so I could give you the original. Here you go.
Thank you, Roman. This is really sweet. Oh. It's been an hour already.
I guess it has. We'd better get you back to the lobby so Ty doesn't freak out.
Maybe I should call her.
No need, I'm here. I just had to check out this book.
That's fine. Did you have a good time?
I did. I got the grand tour. What about you?
I got some great books. I can't wait to read them. Oh, what happened to Roman?
He's apparently running children's story time. He said he'll see us next week.
I guess we should get going then. Aunt Diamond will be waiting to hear what we have learned. Hey, Aunt Diamond.
Oh good, you're home. Where's my darling Jules?
Here I am, Mother.
There you are. Come, sit. Tell me about your class. How was it?
It was great, Mom. We read some poetry, and we wrote some. See, I wrote this for you.
Oh, Jules, it's lovely. I should have known that you would eventually gravitate toward writing. Your great-great-grandfather wrote quite a bit of books.
Really?
He did. He founded the publishing company with the royalties.
You never told me that.
Well, now you know. You know, this is probably a good time to open up his old office. You can look around in there. Maybe you'll be inspired. This is great. Maybe we'll pick up where he left off. Jose.
Yes, Mrs. Stone?
Please open up the old office for Jules and Tiberius.
Yes, Mrs. Stone.
Thank you. Have fun up there.
Thank you, Mom.
This is it, Miss Jules. You can just turn off the light when you're done.
Thank you, Jose.
No problem.
Wow. Nice setup, Gramps.
Wow, there are a lot of books in here.
I know, right? I can't wait to read them.
It's been a few weeks and the pair have found that they work much better with the other around.
That's all for today, guys. Thank you for coming. Make sure you take one of these flies on your way out.
Another great class, Roman.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, I have an errand to run. I'll be back in an hour. I'll call you when I'm back and you can just come out, alright?
Sounds good.
Cool, see you later.
I brought you another book from Gramps' collection.
Amazing. I've really been enjoying these. He had great taste.
I know, right? I had no idea, and apparently he also wrote a whole series of books. I don't want to read them until I find the first one, though. It seems to be the only one that's missing.
That's strange. I'm sure you'll find it. It is to be there somewhere.
You're probably right. When I find it, I'll let you read it.
I can't wait.
Well, we should get back to our story.
Right. Let's head to the study tables.
I was thinking that she'd draw him a map instead of writing a note. It ties her art skills into the story more.
That's a great idea. We should definitely write that in. I was also thinking it would be cool to give the male lead a trusty animal companion. Probably a flying one, so it can deliver their messages.
Oh, I know. A carrier pigeon. They deliver messages all the time. They're also so common that they wouldn't draw too much attention.
That's perfect. It's been an hour already.
Wow. I didn't even notice. Ty should be calling any minute now. There it is. I should go. I have dinner with Ellison again.
Good luck.
Thanks. I'll see you next week, alright?
See you next week. I'll brainstorm more ideas.
Sounds good. I will too. Bye.
Bye.
How'd it go?
It went great. We're almost done with our rough draft. I'll make sure you get a copy first.
I'd better. I guess we'd better go. Your mom will freak out if you're late for dinner.
Oh, right, dinner. I guess we'd better go.
It'll be over before you know it.
I'm ready, Mother.
Great, you look very nice, but remember to smile, Jules. You're not going to a funeral. Much better. Let's get going. I forgot to ask you, darling, how was your class?
It was great. I'm working on a special story, and it's almost done. I promised the first copy to Ty, but I'll make sure that you get the second copy.
I look forward to it, dear. You should make sure to give Ellison and his father a copy as well.
Sure, why not? He probably reads right.
Of course he reads, Jules.
You never know.
You're giving me a headache, child. Thank goodness, we're here. Let's hurry in.
Jules.
Hello, Ellison.
Hey Jules, I'm glad we got to meet here. You haven't been returning my calls.
Oh, sorry about that. I've had a busy couple of weeks.
I know how that is. I've been quite busy myself. I've been running for king of my school. You know, the school for the really rich and handsome. It's a very prestigious office. I have to go to meetings with other very rich, handsome guys and discuss our father's companies.
Oh, I see. That does sound important.
It is, and then there was the charity golf game I attended yesterday. Victor was sure he'd win, but he has a terrible backswing, the poor guy. Needless to say, I won, and now at least 50 local working class citizens will be able to take my father's How to Not Be Poor training course for free. We're going to change so many lives.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
Don't worry, Jules. When we're married, you'll be able to join in on these important events. I've already started clearing out space at the committee tables just for you. I even moved that the club name be changed from the Very Rich and Handsome Club to the Very Rich and Very Good Looking Club so that women can join.
You're a saint, Ellison. I don't know what I would have done if I couldn't get into that club.
I knew you'd feel that way, so I made it happen.
Ellison.
Yes, Jules.
What are your hobbies?
I like going to charity galas and taking photos with other very rich people.
No. I mean, don't you do anything else?
What do you mean?
Well, I've just picked up writing. I'm actually working on a book now. It's very exciting. It's about... What's so funny?
It's nice that you picked up a little hobby, Jules, but high society people don't spend their time writing down their daydreams. We live interesting and exciting lives, so we don't have to make them up in our heads. Don't get too attached to writing, Jules. Once we're married, you won't have the time. You'll be much too busy being beautiful by my side.
So let me get this straight. If we get married, I don't get to write anymore. I have to sit next to you at events and smile.
Correction. You get to sit next to me and smile. It's an honor.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing that.
Excuse me?
We're not compatible in any way, Ellison. I can't stand being around you, really. I don't want to do it forever. So I'm leaving. Just in case you thought we were dating, I'm breaking up with you. Goodbye, Ellison.
This child. My apologies, Chad. I'm going to talk to her. Thank you for the dinner. We'll be in touch.
Okay, Diamond, I'll await your call.
Jules. I'll talk to her, Ellison. Don't worry.
Okay.
Jules Stone. How could you? How could you embarrass me like this? What in the world was going through your mind to make you act like this?
We're not compatible, Mother. I know you think that he's a good functioning member of society, but he's more like a rich fashion doll. I can't stand it. I don't want to hang around him, let alone marry him.
You still think that you'll meet someone better out there? I keep telling you.
I have.
Excuse me.
I know there are better guys because I've met one.
And just where did you meet him?
I met him at the park. He's sweet and he works hard. We're really good friends now.
You know what? You're grounded, Jules. You will go to your classes and nowhere else.
Mother, that's not fair.
What's not fair is how you've embarrassed me today. So, until further notice, these are the rules. Do you understand?
Yes, Mother.
She grounded you?
Yeah, I'm not to go anywhere but my classes.
Does that include creative writing?
Yes, I can still go, but I must come straight home afterwards. No stopping for ice cream or anything.
Phew, well at least you have that.
I know, right? I'm grateful.
Me too, I think this class has been good for us.
I think so too.
Mrs. Stone sends Jose on a top-secret mission to see who it is that her daughter goes to visit.
Chad would like us to go bowling with him and Ellison after your class today. I am willing to lift your grounding if you decide to accept this offer. You must also apologize to Ellison for your previous outburst. Are you prepared to do that?
Sorry, Mother. I cannot, in good conscience, go out with or apologize to Ellison, as I am not at all sorry for what I said.
Fine, then you know the rules. You go to class, then you come straight back home. No messing about.
Yes, Mother.
Ready to go, Jules?
I am. Let's get going.
Remember Tiberius, she is to come straight back home after class.
I remember Aunt Diamond. I'll make sure the little troublemaker doesn't do anything else.
All right, be safe then.
We will. Come on, Jules. We should get going.
Okay.
Strange. They seem very giggly, a little too giggly. I need to keep an eye on them. Jose.
Yes, Mrs. Stone?
Jose, I need you to follow the children, tell me where they go and who they meet.
Yes, Mrs. Stone.
They just left, so please go in about 2 minutes. I don't want them to see you.
Of course, I will be stealthy.
You really are something, cousin. I can't believe you're choosing to stay grounded.
I tried, Ty, but she's really hung up on this relationship with the Riches, and I just can't do it. I would really rather stay grounded than spend one more second listening to Ellison brag about himself.
I guess that's fair. All I know is, you're braver than me.
Where are they going? What are they doing in this part of town? Wow. Is that a library? I'd better find a parking space.
Meanwhile,
I'm glad we finished up early, Laurie. I've missed our library. I've missed organizing my health books.
Me too, honey. I missed the fantasy section, but I'm sure Roman has been taking good care of everything.
You're right, dear. I'm just ready to be home.
We're almost there.
2 hours later, we have arrived at Castle Court. Please exit in a calm and orderly fashion. Thank you for riding with us. Have a pleasant day.
Finally, it's our time to get off. Let's go. It's so good to be back on our street. There she is, our library. Roman will probably be surprised to see us.
I'm sure he will. Let's hurry inside to see his face. I don't want to wait a minute more to see my dear son.
He's done a great job keeping this place clean.
I told you he would.
I know, I shouldn't have been anxious. I'll tell him when I see him. Where is he?
Oh, there he is. At the study tables.
What is that stone girl doing here? We don't serve any stones at this library.
Now, Carl, don't overreact. The children have no idea about the feud.
Well, they're gonna learn today. After what her family has done, it would be insane to let her walk around our library like this. She needs to leave now.
Carl, this is not going to end well.
Son.
Father. You're back early. Welcome home.
Son. What is she doing in this library?
Jules is a student, Father. We were just working on a story.
Of course, just like her great-great-grandfather. Well, I won't allow it this time.
What are you talking about, Father? She's my friend and she's a customer. She hasn't done anything wrong.
Her family has done everything wrong. You're just a child. You wouldn't know. Why are you here, child?
It's nice to meet you, sir.
I know who you are. I asked why you are here.
I'm here to learn, sir. Roman teaches a great class.
Does your mother know you're here? Did she send you here?
I most certainly did not. I would never allow my daughter to study in a place run by a lunatic.
Well, you have some nerve, walking into my establishment and insulting me.
The one with the nerve is you. How dare you raise your voice at my daughter? She is worth more than you will ever be.
Only because her ancestors are dirty, rotten thieves.
Here we go again. More conspiracy theories. You sound insane, Carl.
You know what your family did, Diamond.
All I know is that you hate us for no reason, and I will not sit here while you yell at my children. Jules, Tiberius, we're going home. Now.
Yes, Mother.
Hey, Ty.
Yes?
We promise you the first copy. Here.
You finished it?
Sure did.
Thanks, bro. I'll take care of it.
See you around.
Tiberius.
Coming.
Well, good riddance. They better not show their faces around here ever again.
Why, Father? I don't understand why you would run them out like this.
You heard her. She believes that her family is worth more than us. She runs around with that high and mighty attitude even though they stole that wealth from us.
Stole the wealth? What do you mean?
Without your great-great-grandfather, they wouldn't have that cozy little publishing company that they coast on. Yet they look down on us.
Father, Jules isn't like that. Can we please just bury the hatchet? I mean, I work so well with Jules and...
We will bury the hatchet when she stops trying to cut us with it. And if you are willing to throw away our family honor for that, girl, then you...
That's enough. I can't stand to see this fighting anymore. Everyone needs to go cool off. We'll talk about this later.
Fine. I'm going to go visit Marcello.
While you're out there, figure out who you're loyal to. This family, or Jules.
Jules finally decides to speak her mind. She plots to leave this life behind.
Why would you keep this from me? Why would you go there and not tell me? You have done nothing but embarrass me these last few weeks. It's ridiculous. What is your problem? And you, Tiberius, I thought you were the responsible one. How could you sneak her around and break my trust like this?
Don't yell at Ty. He was just helping me learn a new skill and getting me away from Ellison, who you are weirdly obsessed with. It's not his fault there is a weird secret feud between our families. Full transparency, Mother, I didn't tell you the truth about Roman because you're classist. You can't see past net worth, fancy paintings and pedigree, and that's embarrassing to me.
How dare you speak to your mother that way? Go to your room right now. You are super grounded. You will not be leaving this house even for studies. I will bring them to you.
Fine, it's not like this is any different from how I've been living.
My goodness, what did I do to deserve this?
I'll go talk to her.
Sure, fine, whatever. Do whatever.
It's me, Jules. I just want to talk. I know you're upset, but please let me in. Thank you. Hey cousin, you doing alright?
I'm fine, I'm just tired, Ty. I'm sorry I got you in trouble too.
You didn't. I knew what I was doing. Don't blame yourself. Hey, let's go up to the old office and look for that book you've been talking about. It'll help keep your mind off things.
Yeah, okay, I guess it couldn't hurt.
Come on, let's go. Alright, you look over there and I'll look over here.
Sounds like a good plan. I hope we find it. I've seen every book but the first one. I promised Roman I'd let him read it.
I'm sure we'll find it. The office isn't too big. Let's get started.
You know, Ty, I've been thinking about running away and starting a new life. I can sell all of my expensive stuff and really experience the world.
You want to run away?
Don't look so concerned, it's just something I think about sometimes. I don't think I'd be able to go through with it.
Good. I'd miss you.
An hour later.
That's it, I'm done. I can't find this stupid book anywhere.
Don't give up. What's this? Looks like letters. Addressed to me.
Really? Who from?
I have no clue.
I would suggest that you sit and read them, but this chair is beyond uncomfortable.
Really? Well, I guess they're old.
I didn't know old chairs were so lumpy. It's almost as if. It's the book. It was right here in the cushions. No wonder the chair was uncomfortable. Look at the size of this thing.
That was in the chair.
It was. I'm going to go text Roman that I found it. He's going to be so excited.
You go. I'm going to look at these letters.
Cool, let me know if it's anything interesting, like a secret note from Grandpa.
Will do. Who wrote these and why are they here?
Meanwhile at Marcello's place. He yelled at Jules and then yelled at you? That's so unlike your dad. He's usually so chill.
I thought so, but he turned into a completely different person today. It sounded like he was going to kick me out. My mum mentioned that there was bad blood, but I had no idea that it was this bad.
So what are you going to do now?
I don't know, man, I just hope. It's Jules. She said she found the book.
Well, would you look at that? You smiled. You've been frowning since you got here? One text from her and you're smiling ear to ear.
She just seems so excited. Even in this situation. It's adorable. I wish I could see her right now, but her mother has her locked up in the house. Who could that be? Jules, what are you doing here?
Tiberius brought me. I snuck out so I could give you the book.
Thank you. I can't wait to read it.
Roman.
Yes, why are you making that face?
This is not easy at all.
What's not easy?
Saying goodbye. I'm leaving Roman. I'm running away.
Running away?
Yes, I'm taking the afternoon train to Aqua Vista. Ty says there's so much to do there.
How long are you gonna be there? Are you going to come back?
I don't know exactly, but if I do, you'll be the first to know.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too. You're my best friend. Bye, Roman.
Bye, Jules. I can't believe she's leaving.
I think you should go with her.
What?
You should go. Go on an adventure.
How can I? What about?
Your family? Your job? I know. I understand, but I think you'll regret it if you don't go. You should go. This place will be here when you come back.
I don't know.
Well, you have exactly 10 minutes to make a decision before the train leaves. Roman decides to go with Jules without their parents knowing. He grabs his book and makes it right before the train starts going. Now boarding ride 293 to Aqua Vista.
Phew, I made it. I bought the ticket, so there's no going back now.
Hey kid.
Yes.
Are you boarding or not?
I am.
Better hurry then, train's pulling out soon.
Oh right, thank you. I wonder where Jules is. There she is. See any interesting birds out there?
Birds? No, I haven't seen any birds. Roman, you're here. Wait, what are you doing here?
I thought I should join you on your adventure. I can't let you go alone.
I'm glad you're here, but what about the library? And your parents?
I love my parents, and I'll see them again, but I think I need this break.
I guess we're in the same boat then.
More like on the same train. So, what's your plan? What do you want to do in Aqua Vista?
I want to do everything there is to do.
Sounds good to me.
It's so pretty here. Look at the flowers. Look, there are maps of the city. How many of these places do you think we can visit today?
There's only one way to find out. Let's go.
Meanwhile, at the Lorman place.
You shouldn't have yelled at him, Carl. The feud is not his fault. It's not Jules' fault either.
It may not be her fault, but she benefits from it just as much as the rest of them. Roman will understand soon. He's a man just like me. I know he'll understand that we have to protect our family. We've been disrespected and I'm just making sure there is no further disrespect.
I don't know, Carl. I just have a bad feeling about this.
Look, Laurie, I don't enjoy fighting with Diamond, or Roman, but I have to stand firm here. Roman will cool off and come back tonight. We'll talk about it then.
All right.
Cheer up, love. Everything will be back to normal soon.
I sure hope so.
She should be cooled off by now. Jules, it's your mother. Are you ready to talk? Jules, I know you're upset, but this is no way to act. Please open the door. It's pretty quiet in there. I'm coming in, Jules. She's not here. Where could she be? Tiberius. Is Jules in there with you? Tiberius? He's not here either. Ah, the old office. Not here either? Where in the world are they? Jose.
Yes, Mrs. Stone.
Have you seen Jules and Tiberius?
Sir Tiberius left to do errands about 5 hours ago, ma'am. I did check the car and I did not see Miss Jules inside. I believe she is in her room.
I was afraid you'd say that. I checked her room and she's not there.
How peculiar. Would you like me to go out and look for her?
I need to go out and look for her myself as her mother. And I know exactly where to look first.
I'll warm up the car.
I really hope that she's here. I don't know where else she would be.
We're here.
I guess I'd better go in. Where is she?
Diamond, what are you doing back here?
I'm looking for Jules. Is she here?
Why would your child be back in my library?
Well, she was here before.
I know, and I made sure to handle that. She's not allowed here and neither are you.
Look, I'm not interested in being in your library. I just want to find my child. If you can call your son out, I'll ask him if he knows where she is and I'll be on my way.
Be quiet, you two. You're causing a disturbance. Come with me. Now that we're in a more private space, what is it that you need, Diamond?
I would just like to speak with your child and see if he knows where my child is, then I'll leave.
Oh. Well, Roman isn't here. He went over to a friend's house.
A friend?
He has a really good friend named Marcelo. He is visiting him now. He should be back tonight. You're welcome to wait until he gets back.
I can't wait that long. My daughter is missing.
That's true. Oh, I know. Carl will take you to Marcelo's place to talk to Roman.
You want me to go with him?
I mean, you don't really have many options here. It's either this, or you find her yourself.
Fine. I'll go with Carl.
Great, I'll whip up some dinner for the children. You can take it when you go.
This is gonna be a long day.
10 minutes later.
Here's the food. Be safe and remember to be civil. This is about her child, so she's sensitive.
Yeah, I know. I'll be nice.
Good. I'll see you when you get back.
Right, I'll be back soon.
How much farther is it?
A few more feet. Geez, you act like you've never walked before.
I don't walk to places I can be driven to.
Of course you don't.
Why is it so dark here?
I don't know, Diamond. It just is.
Eerie.
You're so dramatic. Marcello, it's me, Mr. Lorriman. Can I come in?
Hey, Mr. Lorman. I've been expecting you. The parents find out that their children have left and they are not amused, so they argue it out until egos get bruised.
I'm sorry to burst in here like this, but Diamond here insisted on speaking with Roman at this very minute. I suppose it's urgent.
Well, of course it's urgent. My daughter is missing, and I know Roman knows where she is. So bring him out here.
You don't make demands here, Diamond, and when you speak to my son I expect you to lose that accusatory tone.
Fine. Whatever. Can we just hurry this along?
Sel, could you please grab Roman so we can get this over with?
Roman isn't here, sir.
What do you mean he isn't here?
Roman left earlier, sir. He asked me to give you this.
He left. Why wouldn't he tell me about this? Where did he go, Marcello?
You know, sir, I didn't ask. He just said he needed some time off, and he seemed pretty tense, so I told him it was a good idea.
What a mess. Call me if you hear anything from him, alright?
Will do, Mr. Lorman.
I guess I'll leave these meals with you then. My wife wanted you guys to eat.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let's go, Diamond.
What? That's it? You're not gonna ask any more questions? He's probably lying. How could you believe him blindly?
I said let's go.
What is your problem? You can't possibly think he told you the full truth.
Will you be quiet? Jeez.
You can't just walk away and ignore me, Carl. Carl. What does the note say, Carl? At least tell me that.
It won't help you. It has nothing to do with your daughter, but if you're going to continue this screeching I'll give it to you. Here.
Hey, you're back. What's that face?
We went to where your son is supposed to be. He's not there. He ran off and I'm pretty sure he dragged my daughter along with him. Your son kidnapped my child.
I told you to stop making accusations about my son. It's way more likely that Jules just ran away anyway. She probably got tired of your classist attitude. The poor girl, I shouldn't have put her out. I should have offered her refuge from you. You're crazy.
Oh really? Well, what about Roman? He probably got tired of low-class living. You wanted to keep him in the library forever. I should have invited him to the debutante ball so he could experience something grand for a change.
Of course you would think that. Not everyone is obsessed with the life you live, Diamond. Even your daughter doesn't seem to want it.
If you aren't obsessed, why do you stand outside our publishing company every month, hollering and interrupting business?
For justice.
Will the two of you just shut up? I understand perfectly well why the kids ran off. Our kids are missing, and you two are determined to fight it out here instead of looking for them. You are classist, Diamond. It's a disgusting trait. And you, Carl, I used to think that this really was about family, but look here, 1/3 of our family has run off somewhere and you don't even seem to care. I can't stand to watch it anymore, so I'm leaving. I'm going out to look for my son. I'll sleep at my mother's tonight, so don't wait for me.
Laurie. Laurie, please.
Well, I suppose I'll get going.
Yeah, alright.
How dare she speak to me like that? What does she know? There was something pretty fishy about that Marcello kid, and Carl didn't question him nearly enough.
Marcello Price, ma'am.
Yes, do you know him?
I've been keeping an eye on him, ma'am. He's very interesting. It seems that he disguised himself as a merchant. He attended the ball as Roman's father and gathered quite a few customers.
So he has a history of lying.
I don't know, ma'am. He seems like a bright young man. He really knows how to do business. I've been following him around and I've never seen Jules go to his place, so I don't think he was involved.
I don't know, Jose. It's fishy. It's Ellison. I'm going to take this. You may go, Jose.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Ellison. How are you?
I'm doing well, Mrs. Stone. Did you get a chance to talk to Jules yet? I'm having a party in a few weeks to celebrate my 7th academic award this year. I would like her to accompany me.
Oh, well, Jules is still being stubborn. I'm afraid she won't be attending parties anytime soon.
Oh, okay, I see. Bye, Mrs. Stone.
Bye, Ellison.
Oh, it's Ellison. Hey, Ellison.
Oh, hey, Melissa. What are you doing here?
I wanted some of Gon's lava cake. Do you mind if I join you?
That's fine. I was going to be alone anyway.
You know, I heard about your newest academic achievement. I'm pretty impressed. That's 7 in the last 6 months, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't think anyone else noticed but my mother.
Of course I'd notice. It's not a small feat. I was going to stop by to congratulate you, but I'm glad we met like this instead. These things need to be celebrated with good food.
You're right. I'm actually having a party in a couple weeks and I need a new date. Jules doesn't seem interested.
Well, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Thank you.
Thank you for dinner, Rita. It was delicious. I have to go talk to my aunt now. She's probably freaking out.
Good luck, Tiberius. I hope you figure it all out.
I hope so too. You have a phone now, so call me. No more letters.
Of course, I'll call you tonight.
I look forward to it. Oh, I almost forgot. I wrote these in creative writing class. I hope you like them.
I'm sure I will. Thank you.
Of course. I'll visit again really soon. Take care.
Jules, where are you? Tiberius.
Oh. Hello, Aunt Diamond.
Where have you been? I haven't seen you all day.
I was out.
Well, do you have any idea where your cousin is? She isn't in her room and I'm worried. I went over to the library and she wasn't there either.
She probably ran away.
Why would you say that?
Well, I'd probably run away if my mom was vicious and ripped me away from the person I really liked. You know what I mean.
Excuse me. What is the meaning of this behavior, Tiberius?
What behavior? I'm just telling the truth. Actually, I helped her run. I thought she'd have a better life that way. Roman is with her, so she'll be fine.
You sent your cousin away with that.
Stop it. Roman is my friend. He's a good, honest person. Which is more than I can say for you.
Excuse me.
I found what you've been hiding, Aunt Diamond.
Where did you find these?
The real question is, where did you find the courage? I admit, your acting is quite good. You watched me suffer all this time and you just smiled in my face. I think the worst part is finding out that you wrote the goodbye letter. You wrote me that she found someone better than me, that I wasn't enough, you watched that cause me so much pain, and you pretended not to notice. I've never seen something so evil.
Tiberius.
Even better than that, you used me against Jules. I kept a pretty tight hold on her for you because I thought she needed protection. You're more sinister than I could even imagine.
Everything I did for you two was for your own good. Don't you understand where you stand in society? You're top 1%. You need to act.
Like you, be in the top 1% of liars and manipulators. Everything you did was to save face among the other rich snobs. I don't ever want to be like you. You scared your own child away.
How dare you say that?
How dare you look down on people with less money? Did you forget that you married into wealth? Even more than that, great-great-grandpa Stone grew up with way less. Would you treat him that way?
That's not the same thing. He had a gift.
Rita has a gift. She's a very talented baker. Roman has a gift. He's a really good teacher. Jules wrote a book with Roman. Did you know? I bet you didn't. You were too busy moving pawns around the board to notice. I can't even stand to argue this anymore. Jules felt trapped, so I gave her money to go blow off steam. She'll be back soon. Until then, I suggest you do some reading. I'll leave the book here. I'm going to go stay with a friend.
How did everything get so messed up? They wrote this, huh?
The writing style is exactly the same. It's amazing. Roman, I had no idea. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, down in Aquavista.
Today has been an absolutely amazing day. I can't believe we got to visit all those places. You're a total pro at scheduling.
I learned it from my father. He's pretty cool when he's not involved in a feud.
I'm sure he is.
I'm glad you had fun today, Jules. You deserved a nice day out. I think the only way to finish off a perfect day like this is to finish a good book. Are you ready to see the end?
Yes, yes, yes. Let's do it.
10 minutes later they finish the book, and they find a surprise that they couldn't imagine.
What an amazing ending.
Definitely, it reminds me a bit of our book.
Me too. It's amazing. Huh, what's this? Looks like letters.
What are letters doing in the back of a book?
Roman, look. It's addressed to Reed Lorman. Do you know a Reed?
I think my great-great-grandfather was Reed Lorman. I haven't heard about him in years. But why would there be a letter addressed to Reed in this book?
I guess we have to open it to find out.
I don't know. Should we?
I don't think Reed would mind, and I'm certain that Grandpa Jasper wanted someone to open it.
You're right. Letters are meant to be opened. Here goes nothing. No way.
What is it?
Take a look.
No way. We have to show this to our parents, Roman. We have to go back home. They need to see this.
I agree. Maybe we can catch the night train.
I hope so. Let's go. We made it.
Ready to go home.
As ready as I'll ever be.
The kids are on a mission to set the record straight. They hope to unite the families and stop all the hate.
This is cool. I've never ridden in my own train car before.
Neither have I. I don't travel much. I thought since we have the means we could cross some things off our bucket lists.
You're so smart, Jules.
Thank you.
So, how do you think our parents are going to react to this?
I have no idea. I think your dad knows. That would explain why he's so upset. It's my mother that seems to be oblivious.
That's true, so how exactly do we handle it?
We gather the troops and we go talk to my mom.
That was the shortest vacation I've ever heard of.
Apparently they found something that we just had to see.
I wonder what it is.
We'll find out soon. Their train just got here.
Hey guys.
Hey Jules, how was Aqua Vista?
Oh Ty, it was great. I got to ride a horse at a small ranch, I went to a butterfly farm, and I ate cotton candy on the pier.
Sounds like a good time.
What about your thing? How'd that go?
It was amazing. Rita bakes the best sweet bread. I'm going back soon. I'll take you with me.
Hey Sel.
Hey. I didn't expect you back so soon.
I didn't expect me back so soon either, but we found something amazing in the back of the book. It's going to change lives.
What did you find?
Let's go get something to eat and we'll tell you everything.
Alright.
We had spent the whole day hopping from activity to activity. When it started to get dark we ended up on Roger's Peak and finished the book. I went to close it and Jules noticed a letter taped to the very back. It was addressed to Reed Lorimer from Jasper Stone.
Jasper Stone. That's our great-great-grandfather.
Right, and Reed is Roman's great-great-grandfather.
Well, this is interesting. So they knew each other? This is like a real movie. What does the letter say?
Dear Reed, I know it's too late to rebuild our friendship. I'm sorry for everything I did. We were meant to build this company up together, just like we wrote these books. I was selfish. I'm going to make this right. I'm going to give you back your portion. I hope you can forgive me. I hope you can rest. Your best friend Jasper.
Wait, so, this means...
Yes, Reed Lorimer and Jasper Stone wrote the books together and started the publishing company together. They had this handwritten contract. It looks like Reed passed before Gramps even wrote this, and Gramps passed before he could settle everything. I think he would want us to fix it.
I think he would.
Okay, so what do we do?
We go talk to Mrs. Stone.
Tiberius, you're back. I'm glad you're here. Please sit, we need to talk.
Okay, sure.
Tiberius, I want to apologize to you.
You do?
I do. Yesterday you told me how you felt, and even though you were harsh, you were right. I wanted to keep up appearances in front of other rich families, and I used you two to do it. I did marry into wealth, and I lost my perspective. I felt like if I didn't stay on top I'd end up back where I started, but the social ladder is not as important as family. I'm going to try living a new life. I hope you and Jules will forgive me and join me on this new path.
That sounds nice. I apologize too, for the harshness of my message, and I want you to know that I'm proud of you.
I wish Jules was here so I could apologize to her, and tell her that I read her book.
You did. What did you think?
Jules.
I'm back, and I accept your apology. I'm sorry too, I shouldn't have run away, I just wanted to see some new things.
I know, come here. I'm glad you're back. How was it?
It was pretty, Mom. We took a cheese tour. They make 37 different cheeses in Aqua Vista.
37 cheeses. Wow. And where's Roman? Did he come back with you?
Roman and Marcelo are outside. They said they'd wait until we sorted out our family business.
They're here.
There's something we really needed to show you as a group.
You may want to remain seated for this.
Okay, sure.
Here you go. You'll understand once you read these.
No way. Carl was right. I can't believe it. I had no idea. I said so many terrible things to him.
I think he'll forgive you, you just need to talk to him.
All right, let's go. Everyone into the car.
Marcelo said that Roman will be back in a couple days. He's having a good time out there.
I'm so glad. I can't wait to see him.
I wonder who that is. Coming. Roman. I thought you weren't coming back for a couple more days. How'd you get back?
Jules and I hopped on the night train. Mrs. Stone brought me here. Actually, she brought everyone.
Oh, I see. Well, everyone come inside. Laurie is going to be so excited.
Who was it, Carl? Roman.
Hey, Mum.
I'm so glad you're back. How was your trip?
It was definitely interesting. I learned something really amazing out there and we rushed back home to tell everyone.
We?
Hello.
Oh. Hello, Jules. Does your mother know you're here?
I do. I brought her.
Oh, I see. What brings you here, Diamond?
We have a lot to discuss. I'll explain everything.
After a dramatic reading of the letter.
Do you know what this means, Carl? You were right.
Fascinating. So they wrote the books together. They were two lost halves of a dynamic friendship. And a lifetime later these two bring them back together. As a librarian I have to say, this is probably the best story I've seen in a while.
Agreed.
Well, Diamond, I guess this contract makes us business partners. Are you ready for that?
I look forward to this new experience.
So the two families move to get the affairs in order. 6 months later they celebrate the grand reopening of the Stone and Lorman Publishing Company.
Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm so excited to be celebrating with you all. Your support in buying the reprints of the books is nothing short of heartwarming. We also appreciate your support in purchasing Roman and Jules' new book. Our life has changed so much in the last 6 months and we can't wait to give back.
So without further ado, let's all have a good time.
Everyone looks so happy. I'm glad you invited me.
Of course I would invite you, Rita. You were a very important part of making all this happen.
That's a nice hat you got there, son.
Thank you. I could say the same about yours.
You know, I'm very impressed by your business sense. You ever thought of moving to a new location? I have a beautiful old storehouse I think would be perfect for you. What do you say? Do you want to do business with me?
Sounds good to me.
This is a beautiful party, Diamond. You should be proud.
Thank you, Chad. I am?
I was thinking, I know that Jules and Ellison are doing their own thing now, but we could come to other arrangements for our business agreement. Maybe we could talk about it over dinner.
I'll put you on my calendar.
Are you that happy?
I'm ecstatic. All I wanted was for our family to be together and now we have more family. Sunday dinner is going to be jam-packed.
You're so silly.
Did you ever think we'd get to this point?
Never in a million years.
It's like some sort of novel.
The Stone and Lorman story.
Even better, Roman and Jules.
Roman and Jules. I like it.
Me too, it's perfect.
So, in the end they all lived well, and that's all the story we have to tell. Goodbye everyone, we hope you enjoyed our little play. We love you all. See you next time. Bye.
Wow,
This feels like the end of an era. Thank you for sticking with us throughout the whole play. If you liked this episode, leave a comment, tell me which part was your favorite. Drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Alright, bye.
It's so beautiful, I can't believe it's over. I don't know if I'm ready. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.
I'm going to go comfort her. She's an emotional being. Thank you for watching. Bye.